Hey guys, Dark Humility here with yet another Season 8 closed beta build overview. We'll show you guys the gear, the skills, and the stats for a very interesting meme build you might be interested in the next season. I don't only do overviews of some really cool, powerful builds, we also show you guys some of the meme builds as well. So this one here is a Hammer Proc Smite Din. And the reason why you want to use a smiter is because most of your damage is going to come from the fact that you are proccing Blessed Hammer on striking to some degree. You get some AoE off that, and you also get pretty good damage off of Smite. There's a couple different approaches to this, but in general you want to make the hammers as powerful as possible and then max out Smite as much as possible to achieve this. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to show you guys how it goes down. So we're going to need Pride for sure, because that's what makes the hammers stronger. Concentration, level 20, level 19, if you can. You also have some Might and Concentration, which will help Smite as well. And then just some things to help out the Mercenary. Akarat's Devotion is the key to this meme build. This is how we proc the really high level Blessed Hammer. You're going to need it on striking, not on casting. It is very important, as otherwise you will not be able to proc the Blessed Hammer on striking. Of course, you're not casting anything, you're using Smite. And something else that procs it on the striking is Blade Shield off of the new rune word Innocence. It's a pretty cool, this will also proc the Blessed Hammers. So you want to be in the monsters as much as possible, smiting them down. You get a lot of crushing blow off this, and you proc the hammers at the same time. So you'd be pretty good at killing bosses, and you can also kill monsters in an AoE. It's particularly good in fortified maps. Of course, you're also going to want a decent amount of attack speed throughout the build. You don't need maybe this much attack speed. You can maybe focus on more AD if you want. It's nice, of course, to also have Heart of the Wolverine, Wisp Projector, pretty basic stuff. Verdungos for some extra DR. And obviously the most effective way to make Smite stronger itself is combat skillers. You could also use magic damage skillers if you wanted to, since you are proccing hammers. So you could actually just boost the power of the hammers using magic damage LCs, which we could also show off to some degree here. There's definitely a few different approaches to this, but that is one of the main ones. Nope. Let's get some of these here. I can actually show you guys a slightly more powerful version of the build, at least for the hammers themselves. So, hammers magic damage, but you still do a pretty solid amount of physical damage. One thing to note is that Smite itself was buffed pretty significantly this season as well, and it no longer knocks back enemies, so you can just hit them as much as possible. And it does have some melee splash, but it's not insanely significant. That's from our previous season as well. So Smite is looking a bit better. It's looking really strong if you go pure Smite for bosses, but this particular approach can allow it to do some kind of mapping, some kind of AoE killing and LOD or mapping content. Alright, those are the items. We'll take a look at the stats real quick. You can see that our res is maybe not as high as it should be, but that's okay. We're still going to test it. We have good defense. Going to want max block, vitality, frames maxed out, as much res as possible, and then get everything else up in here. You're going to max out the vigor, and you're going to max out the blessed aim skills, because these are synergies for Blessed Hammer. This is how your hammer is actually strong. Gonna go max or near max fanaticism, 1 into joust, max holy shield and smite. And if you ever had any other points, you could put some extras into Defiance as well if you wanted to make Smite a bit stronger. But we're not doing that on this approach on the build, so.
No! Pilot C tier.
It's definitely C tier. 39 months, tier 3. From Rolling Hammer. Chat. Spam those eyes of Xana in the chat for Rolling Hammer. Smite is still unblockable. It is. It is still 95% hit chance no matter what. Which is one of the reasons why this is a pretty effective way to proc this as well. Because you have no problems actually procking it. Alright. Ishpray, let's go. So as you can see here, we can actually kill monsters. Now this is pretty low density map, but you can see it's pretty good. Smite itself is doing a lot of damage as well, especially with high crushing blow. Higher level Defiance or Fortitude or just more enhanced damage in general will increase its power. I also like giving Smite Amp though, so off Atmos it's pretty effective as well. That's what we're currently using. But yeah, you could totally also put on some magic damage charms as well. Like so. Like so. And notice that the hammers are proccing and I'm not doing anything. Mercenary is also pretty effective as well. It's actually not terrible. I think it's a pretty cool build. Oh, it's very tanky for sure. Thank you so much, Rolling Hammer. Thank you so much, Ishpray, for first time member of Xana's Attack Squad, the Ghost in the Machine, the Arcane Disciples. And thank you guys for all of those Eyes of Xana. Very good stuff. My res is really bad, so when you make this for real, might want to consider putting more runes in your shield rather than useless ED jewels, which I currently have. But I'm being kind of lazy on the testing, so all you're going to get is the damage experience and not necessarily the survivability. Your survivability could be insane with this build. You have huge max block, you have huge defense. Just need to make sure your res is maxed out. And then it'll be good to go. Getting a lot of hammers out from a combination of Blade Shield and Smite. Pretty high chance, means 25% chance. Blade Shield's all about proccing on hit effects. So the new rune word is doing work. Did you ever think Smite could actually be used to map to any degree in this game? I know I didn't. But with the removal of knockback, the buffing of Smite itself, with the ability to have Blade Shield on a Paladin, it's looking pretty solid. See damage without smiting? Oh, absolutely. You can see there. It's gotta touch them though. It's doing really good damage, yeah. As you can see, even without smite. Let's go also show it off real quick in another area. I think I'm actually gonna highlight this build here on my YouTube, so that's why we're posting it. We're gonna do it. This is kind of cool. I like cool meme builds that are like viable looking meme builds that can actually be fun. Something people might actually think is really cool to try out. But yeah, definitely. As you can see though, I want my P combs back because I want my res back for this. I'm gonna do fortified. I'll leave one of them on. It's fine. One is okay. Oh, they have magic absorb. That should be okay still. Shouldn't matter much. True. It's pretty cool though. As you can see here, not bad. Yeah, it's a new rune word. Requires a Zod rune though. I like some of the new rune words coming out for the mod. I don't know if I like the new unique yet, but it's probably gonna be solid in a moment. It's kind of a cool way to use Smite here in Season 8. And see here, our Smite still does pretty solid damage, but we can get closer to like 8k plus though. I need to amp this fool. Also. Yeah. Not bad. What do you guys think, chat? What would you rate this build? In terms of clear speed and effectiveness. D. Really that bad? I don't know. It was D tier. That's where I would have put Smite before. Do I leech much on this? No, but I can use Redemption. Blade Shield does leech for me though, so if you have leeches, you could Blade Shield. I believe Blade Shield leeches, maybe not actually. Kind of torn where to put this actually. A minus? Are you guys crazy? F minus? What are you talking about? Are you saying this build is unplayable? So F in my rating system is unplayable. It is horrible. You shouldn't touch it. D is trash. You can play it. It's gonna be frustrating. C is viable. B is decent. So it has a decent ability to clear maps and things of that nature. A is balanced, solid, strong. S is, well, that's the ultra strong, strongest builds, overpowered zone. That's where all the strongest builds reside. D plus. Oh, so you still think it's trash, huh? I'm not running Fort. I'm running Innocence. I'm not running Fort. What are we talking about? I don't know, that was a fortified map, guys. That wasn't bad. I don't know. Maybe you guys aren't giving this build enough credit. Remember, if a build can perform pretty well on a fortified map, it's not bad. Technically, that makes it good for mapping. Well, I mean, I think this build sucks without Innocence, and Innocence requires a Zod rune, so it's not the cheapest meme build on the market. This is non-fortified now, though. Just so you guys can see a decent density map. It's pretty cool. Ow, 47 light resman. To see that fit, you gotta get that res fixed. This is the only way I would ever play Smite in a map, so I'm gonna make this the main Smite variant. This makes sense to me. I actually can get decent AoE with it. Alright. One more test. One more test. Yeah, that's what I mean. My res is horrible. The res is abysmal on this. You don't need Last Wish. It's not bad at all, actually. Solid, as you can see. Crushes it. I give it a solid B+. Anyways, see you guys next time in the next installment. Smash it in Season 8. Crush it.